Hello to you all and welcome to another sneak peek. However, this will be a little different from the previous one. The main topic may be one, but I will also talk about others. Well, the main reason for this video is the change on the circuits, how they are created. And I'm gonna take this chance to cover and talk some other machines that I skipped on the older versions. So let's go. First things first, we have the basic Forger hammer. This is simply the electric version of the steam Forger hammer. Why we have this, I am not sure, but the uses is the same as before. You can hammer 2 ingots in one plate and can use to crush ores and getting the gen form instead of the crochet. Like this headstone, I got the crochet headstone. This is not supposed to happen. Well, it seems that the headstone is kind of bugged now. But if I place the coal block, I get the coal. If I place the diamond block, I get the diamond. Even though they should give me the headstone gen, not the crochet as before. Well, this is all I know for this new machine. One that I did pass was the disable. They basically disable, it takes your machines you crafted more and disable back into the component it has. Each tier has a different chance, different speed and different power consumption. Like you made too many machine low voltage machine holes and you want to get back, you simply put it to disassemble and you slowly but surely try to retrieve back. This is the basic, so the chance to get the materials back is just 20%. Not much, but if you go all the tier to the advanced 4, which is the highest one, but it's also insane voltage, you have 100%. And it consumes a lot of power, as you see. This one finished and I got back my machine casing, which is good. This will take more time and will give me the machine casing and the cables back. Moving on, we have the basic packer. This is not much secret. This is the user for the one things like crafting the dusties into a single one, because this is a pain in the ass, isn't it? So it plays the schematica for what we want and they do it. But they can also be used to use these crates, which you make with the planks and some screws to pack things like these steel plates. Let's say I want to sell this, so I make a crate of steel plates, and whenever someone builds it, it uses less space. If you take all the 16 steel plates in one crate and make a full stack of crates, we have a ton of material. And I'll show you how to take things out of the crate. You can use the basic unpacker. Let's just grab one copy, and you see that slowly but sure is processing. And we're about to see that it's about to finish unpacking my plates. So I have my plates and my crate back. Good. But there is also another way to get it back. Just in a crafting, place your crate with a crowbar and you get back the plates, but you don't get back the crate. It's up to you. But the basic unpacker has a other feature that I found it very interesting. Maybe you make some cables and you have some left over, like this 2 insulated thin cable. It's useful, but I cannot use it anymore, and I cannot combine it because of the insulation. If you place insulated cables on the unpacker, it's gonna actually do something. it will remove the insulation from the cable, and you're free to do whatever you want with the cable. Nice, huh? Come back here. Move. Let's see. Oh, it's finished, and he's having all the materials. Moving on, we have the new basic autoclave. Why this name? Oh. But this is basically a way to recrystallize and crystallize things. Like we have the sets quartzos seed, where you need to power it with that thing on from applied energistic on the water. But you can do this on the autoclave too. Just place water and place your seed, and it will take a long time, but it will at some point make your seed grow into a full gem. But this will cost you more energy than on the applied. You can also do this with the dust, like lapis dust. Use it, you make too much dust, and when they eat back to crystals, just place it into autoclave with water, energy, and patience. You can check all the possibilities to do this. It's gonna be very useful for that processing that give you dusty where you want to gem. Moving on, we have the basic mixer. Previously, as you know, in the Bronze Age, you need to combine your stuff like 3 copper dusties and 1 tin to make 3 bronze, but that's not very effective, is it? We could do that alloy smelter to get a thing, but that's kind of boring. You can use the basic mixer to do that job for you. If you place the dust that need to be combined in the mixer gonna, as the name say, mix it all together into an evenly way, so you can get full potential of your dusties from dusties, not smelting them on the alloy smelter and all the complicated stuff. And here we have full bronze dusties. We can also make this with the copper and zinc to make our brass. So you can see the possibilities of this basic mixer. Like if you want electron dusties, you need to alloy smelt the gold and silver to get the ingot, to then macerate the ingot to get the dust. On this way you can get the dust directly from the dusts. You can even work with less than a full dust. Come small, tiny, and other stuff. Just explore a little and you'll be very pleased. And now we move to the new machines and all the changes. We now have the basic precision laser engraver. That's a very large name. This machine was previously created to allow people to get the prints for the applied energetic without the need to find that meteorite. Because as you can see, it's kind of boring to do this way. But we can use the precision laser engraver with the specific lens to create the press for it. But as you can see, it uses tons of energy and it is a fairly high voltage. To be more frank, it is extreme voltage to make the press. So you need a lot of materials before you can create for nothing the press. But this can be also used to do other stuff that involve in the new way to produce circuits. We're gonna return to this very soon. Now we have the basic forming press. This is the new way to make different types of circuits and also our coins. And the printers from the applied energistic, because you know who play with it, that the normal press from applied just allow one item at a time and it's kind of hard to automate. But this you can automate your process more likely, but you need to use the plate. So you need some technology to make this. But now you see that our advanced circuit parts is now make it on the forming press. Just along with other things like the advanced circuit board and this weird thing for those who don't understand the real life creation of circuit boards and all this stuff. Now let's show directly. As you remember, this is the recipe for NAND chip. It's changed to use red alloy wire, thin wire and refined iron casing. And remember that the refined iron, it is actually steel on the dictionary. For you to get in the casing, you have three ways. You have the most loose one, that you simply take a steel plate and in your hammer in the crafting table, and well, sorry, but it seems it was disabled, but strangely I just tested that and was working perfect. Well, let's see that on the ship then. You cannot use the metal form because metal form is disabled. You can use the alloys melted with the mold for casings to do that. Or you can use the cutting saw to cutting your steel plate and through either casing, which is the most effective way because you get 100%. Even good because there is no water. Sorry. And make you non-circuit. And non-circuit, along with steel plates and the cables from before, you make the basic electronic circuit. This is the only circuit you can make by hand. All other circuits need to be machine made. But there is also an alternative version where you place the basic circuit board with two NAND chips and some molten tin into the assembly to make it. And the upgrade version where you pick two NAND circuits, NAND chips, one electron circuit, and more tin and make the good circuit. Molten tin is the new fluid added by Greg. How you get it? It's kinda simple. You simply fluid extract tin and you get a certain amount of tin. Let's grab some, okay? You take from the machine and then you need to inject into the assembly machine. You can do this machine side by side, or you can use our little trick with the input hatch and the pump. Just let's place a button here and go. And we get our molten tin. But we still need to transport. How we can transport it? Well, Greg has that support for the universal cell. If you place one universal cell in the hatch, it will get the molten tin. It seems that Greg is gonna move to the universal cell instead of the old cell. Let's just grab some more for precaution. And let's here place the tin here and inject into our assembly table. So we can place this here with the basic circuit and make our electronic circuit. Moving on, the advanced circuit is different. As you can see, it's now required the forming press, the silicon plate and this attached high voltage wiring. And how do we make wiring? Because this is the way of the more advanced process. Well, it's actually not very difficult. You just need to do the basic precision layer with the proper length and the proper material. But that's not just any material. Let's say you make the basic one. You need to use a red lens. On the case rubber plate, you can get a lens by using the plate of the gen on the basic plate. So place here, I got my rubber lens. As you see, here rubber lens, more copper foil equals one of this. But how do I make foils? That's simple. You take your plate bending with circuit form 1 and place one copper plate. It's going to be processed in 4 copper foils. So now I can place my copper foil here. No, wrong machine. Copper foil here and put my lens here, and it shall starting working. Don't worry, the lens is not consumed when you process. Just a little more, and I have all 4 of this thing that you place on the former with the silicone plate, which I don't have, but now I have. We place it here and it should start working, but I don't think it is right. Well, because there is no power. And we have our basic circuit. This can be used to make the almost circuit. However, for the advanced circuit, we need the integrated high voltage, with just carbon foil with the same head lens. And it also requires tin. This don't seem that different, but that is just the beginning. When you have the process board, something to use it for more advanced circuits, we have something different. We have the integrated external voltage and 2 silicon plates. And this is made with platinum. It don't change that much the old recipe, but it's okay. But as you can see, it comes this with more data storage as before, and more chain to make your data control. But the data circuit has changed. What is this engraved crystal shape? Well, as you can see, it's not precision work. A green lens with an emerald or the equivalent plate make the engraved shape, and that's required to make it more advanced stuff. And we also have the laptron, and as the name say, it is to make the energy flow circuit, and his recipe is a laptron with a blue lens. And laptron is still the same because this is IC2. So this was the changes made by Greg to make the circuits processing and creation more in real life, because this is what we want when we play a game, isn't it? Things from our real life. But just before wrapping, I want to talk about the lockers. I did not show them, and many people do not know how they work, but it's actually very simple. The lockers can storage your current wearing armor, so you can get it in and out anytime you click it. And if the locker is the same energy tier as the armor and it's connected to power, this one isn't, it's gonna charge it. As you can see, I have no armor. I get this for nuclear. Nothing happened. Oh, it happened. Oh, I have my armor. How cool. On, off, on, off, on, off. Let's say I want to trade with this one, my prime armor. What will be? Oh, quantum. and now the hazmat because this sub places. If I place the hazmat pack in this chest and click on this, I'll get the normal quantum and empty again. Well, discover this. Oh, sorry about the confusion my videos are, and thank you for watching.